Hey, and welcome back to yet another week from the Meandering Wrights. So as I might have mentioned last week, the weather really hasn't been on our side for like a while. But that doesn't really matter because my sister was planning on coming and visiting us at the cabin with her family. And for like a digital nomad family, we don't cancel family events just because it's raining. So we did other activities. We didn't really go swimming or anything like that. Actually, we did once. The kids were in a little bit. But otherwise, it's been other outings. And we actually did a quick drive over to a bread factory in Skedvi. Skedvi, I guess in English. Anyhow, they make like a Swedish bread, which is actually it's more like a cracker. It's a hard bread, more like a cracker. Then they have their wood burning stoves where they do this. So we visited the factory and got to hang out there and check all those. It looks really old. They still use it, but it's like a cool thing to go look at. They also have a bunch of other knickknacks and goodies and other stuff. So the girls and their cousins each got a lollipop as well. So that was a big deal. That was fun. Yeah, so that was kind of like an outing. While my sister was visiting, we also did a trip to Falun Mine. And I think it's a World Heritage Site. It's a really cool place. And it's part museum, part mine. And you can get a good understanding of how the mines worked before. This mine is from the 1800s. So that was really interesting for us, but also to be able to show the girls how this worked. There's lots of these impressive buildings and structures that you can get up close and go look at. And the most impressive was actually something called the Wrights water wheel. And it's 15 meters in diameter. So 45 feet in diameter, a wheel. And it's in a building. So when you open the door, you come into this building and you really don't know what you're looking at. Your eyes are adjusting to the light and you see this just bunch of wood structure in front of you until your eyes have adjusted and you can zoom out. A 15 meter diameter wheel is huge, right? It's massive. So that was really cool. The other cool thing was we also crossed over Sweden's highest bridge, and there's really no difference from the ground to the bridge. You just kind of step on it, and it's 2 meters long, a meter long. However, it's over a shaft, a mine shaft, which is 208 meters deep. So you kind of just stand on this a plateau of, I don't know what to call it, see-through, not barbed wire, whatever it would be. Who cares? Regardless, you can stand on this and you're looking straight down, and it's 208 meters down to the bottom, which times by 3 roughly, so 600 feet. And that's pretty far. It's pretty, you can't even see the bottom. So that was pretty cool. The hole's small enough that you really don't get this whole dizziness feeling of being way too high or way too far up. Let's call it that way instead. But it's really impressive. And that was really cool as well. Now, like I said, the weather wasn't quite with us. So, we had all the rain clothes on us. And, other than that, it's actually really hard to try to capture a picture or a video of a dark room with either really large wooden structures or a hole that's 600 feet deep. But there's something. Plus, we did have a lot of fun out in the rain, puddle jumping. I'm quick to join the kids in playing in the water puddles. It's always fun. And they think it's fun when daddy is playing as well. So it's a win-win. And the last day of my sister and family's visit, my mom and dad so her mom and dad as well, joined us. So we had like my whole part of the family in one spot at the same time. And that's really fun for us. My parents were planning on joining us in Portugal and visiting in the Arctics, but with Corona going on, it's kind of been tricky to travel around. So they haven't. And even though, I talk to my mom every day, she FaceTimes with the kids 2, 3, 4 times a week. It's different, right, from actually seeing each other in real life. So they had a lot of fun and got to play even more. Mom and dad already visited us once at this cabin, but they drove up again when they had everybody in one spot. So we spent some time hanging out there one night. I don't know if all moms do this, but my mom, whenever she has everybody in one spot, we just have to take a family picture. Usually it's really, really hard to get everyone line up looking towards the camera, and then also not crying and preferably smiling. So we tried that. This time I had a drone, which is helpful. Kids like looking at the drone, and that's good because then they're looking at the camera. So we actually did get some fun family pictures as well. Mom loved it, and that worked out really well. When my family had left, we got a couple of days of sunshine, so we packed the kids up and headed out to a town relatively close by in Leksand. The town is called Leksand. Translates to play sand. Fun name. In my mind, that's like the epicenter of Swedish stuff. So like if you're at IKEA and you see the little Swedish horse, that's a Dala horse, which Leksand is in Dalarna, and that's like their thing. So it's really, really Swedish. Like if you ever have a chance to go to Leksand during the summer, like that'll be the center of Swedishness, I guess. So we had a good time in Leksand. The girls got to play in a really neat playground, like a really big playground. That was fun to see that they had one in town. Girls enjoyed that. We also found like a barbecue buffet restaurant, an outside restaurant, like in the middle of town. And they had done something really smart. They weren't really charging for kids. So kids under 6 years old was free. They eat for free. And then, I think it was like from 6 years to 13-year-old or something like that. They pay like half price. And I was actually talking to them and I told them that like that's what makes it possible for a family of 5 to go in there, because we can't really pay like a $12 entry fee for a 3-year-old to eat one piece of chicken, right? That's not gonna work. So, that was really smart of the restaurant, and, it was really good as well. So we enjoyed that. We could eat out with the girls and kind of stick to our budget. So all in all, a pretty good outing in Leksand. I had driven through when I was younger, and it looked nice then, but it was fun to actually stop and kind of check this town out. If you Google Leksand, Sweden, and check out the images, check out the pictures, you'll see like that's Sweden. If the Tourism Bureau of Sweden wanted you to see a picture, they would pretty much just tell you to Google that, and then that's Sweden, right? So there you go. So that sums up this week. Thank you so much for checking us out on Instagram and for subscribing to the YouTube channel. We're going to start packing up and we're going to head out, and we'll see you next week from somewhere else. Have fun, stay safe, and we'll see you soon.